Welcome back, everyone, to Pineleaf on Board, where today we are going to be playing One Deck Dungeon. This is one of my favorite games, both in cardboard form and in app form. And today we are going to be playing with a new expansion that has only recently come out for the app. In fact, it's come out for the app before it's coming out in cardboard form because the cardboard version has been delayed due to world events. So let's get on to the game and see how this new expansion works. Well, first off, there are two new potential heroes. We have the Aquamancer and the Dragoon. And today I'm going to be playing the Aquamancer. And we are going to be playing the Dragon's Cave because I've got no idea how this particular expansion is going to work and all that. So I want to play with a nice, familiar opponent for this particular one because they don't add any new dungeons to go against for this particular expansion. Instead, they add something called fiends that supplement the dangers within the dungeon. And this little curve is why I would rather play the Dragon's Cave, which is one of the more straightforward opponents. There are 6 potential fiends that you can have, and I want to play this on the normal difficulty side. They also have a extra difficulty side, but this is my first time playing against a fiend, and I have a feeling it's going to crush me well enough even without worrying about the difficulty side. So I'm going to play Merflection because I think Merflection is going to be working well with Aquamancer, or maybe working well might be a bit of a not quite the right term I want there, but I think it's something that sounds fitting. An Aquamancer and Merflection. So we have Merflection here, is there? We have Aquamancer, we have the Dragon's Cave, we have everything that we need. Oh yes, I don't have anything whatsoever in my progression for this character because this is my first time playing with this character. So let's start a game and see how I do. The Fiend is after you. So I have these two items that are currently active. If an encounter's consequences includes 2 hearts, then I must add 1 to them. So that could make things a little bit more difficult. And I can only convert to black dice twice per encounter. I rarely convert to black dice more than twice per encounter, so I think that was not going to be too much of a problem. Though we will on the next level have a 3 and then a 4 on there to add on top of it. And those items I suspect are going to be real tough in there. As you can see here, the Aquamancer starts with 6 black dice. The Aquamancer has 6 black dice for each level of the dungeon. So I can roll any more or all of these dice here, but I will of course lose them after I use them in there. So I have to take that into account. And this is another item which is going to limit how often I could do conversions. Right now I can't do convert any at all because they're all 6 are up here. And also I can get one back whenever I level up. So in other words, earning them back is rather difficult, except when I descend down to the next level. And here, if I spend 3 mana, then I can roll either a dexterity and a strength, or I could roll a wild and a mana, which is Bubbles, which is, I guess, a water spirit that follows. I guess Bubbles is that water eel that is surrounding her there. So I get 2 of the might strength dice, 1 of the dexterity dice, and 4 of the mana dice, and 5 health. So let's see how this goes. And of course, as usual, I had to spend 5 before my first turn because this is the Dragon's Cave, and that's what you do in that particular one. And these are the dice areas that I need to fill up. And once I fill this up, I can confront that whatever that thing is called, the reflection. That's it. I can face the reflection, and when I confront the reflection, then those dice are removed, and I reduce that by 1. So I need to build that up as I go along. So let's see how I do that. I think everything else is about as expected. So let's do our little bit of exploration here and start the next turn there. And let's open up, and we've got a rat. Plague rat. Well, fortunately, the plague rat is most powerful when I have a bunch of open doors. So that's a good one to get as your first one. Let's see. 4 for that, 3, 5. This is very, very heavy on the agility dice there. So that's going to be a bit tricky. So perhaps 1, 2. Well, I do have to put at least one thing in there. That's the problem. Is it looks like I am going to have to take a couple of these dice if I want to have any hope of doing this. So let's enter in there. Let's say 2 of them. I know I'm using these up very quickly, but I'm hoping to help these in order to win some items so I can defeat the later points in there. So let's roll those. 5. Well, that's not a good start in there. All right, well, my agility die is 4, so that makes that straightforward enough. And we could use that 3 in there. We've got a... Oh, right. Oh, I do have that thing to worry about, too. I'll put that into there. That into there. I have 2 for that. I would have to sacrifice. Oh, actually, I could spend. Oh, yes, of course. I do have my ability there, and that costs me. Hmm. That costs me 3. Well, I want to be able to put that into there so that I can start to fill that up. I have 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6. So if I spend those 2 points, I can. Oh, it's always saying how much. What do I roll? Because I want to roll those 2 in there. Ah, I don't need any 5s for anything, so I'll spend that for that, and I'll take those dice. Well, that was rather useful, but at least I get the 4 into there. Fortunately, that 5, I can't put anything on that, unfortunately. And I'll put that onto there, put that onto there, put that onto there. That gives me 3 blue dice. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have up to 8, so that's... So I'm quickly filling that up, and I got this one lone die I can't do anything with. Oh well, so long. But that ends the encounter. It looks like I'm going to lose 2 time in this. Yeah, 2 times. That's right. They keep the consequences down there. So for the consequences, and what do I get for this? Spend 2 of that for that. Now, I can only convert twice. And later on, we get extra armor boxes. And when you explore, each hero with more items and skills converts an item to XP. Yes, so I had to keep track of how I'm doing with items, because if I have too many items, then I'll be losing them slowly. But I think right now I need to have a preference for here, but I do need. But that's on the next floor. We'll worry about that. And I think I need that extra agility die. So I am going to grab that agility die. And it looks like that agility die. Ooh. Right. Do I want to clobber the logs or do I want to dodge the logs? I have a better chance of making it if I dodge the logs. I do have to put a 2 into there. Well, might as well try it. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, right? Oh, that's right. I have to first choose which one I want. I want to clobber the logs. And let's see, do I want to spend 1 or 2 for this? Let's try 1. Well, that's a nice roll. And that's a lousy roll. Well, that is pretty bad. Actually, that's extremely bad because I had thought that getting enough for that box would be the tough bit, but I'm forced to put that into there. And that's what kills this box. I don't know any way around that since you can't do anything by skill. It doesn't have any use there. So I am going to be hit hard on that one. Hit very hard. Ouch! That almost killed me. Well, that was a bad decision, obviously. Ooh, a magic skill, which adds... No, that static burst is going to come in handy, I think. So I will take on that, and... Yeah, perfect time for a healing potion, I think. Then let's go and check the next item. Oh, not another peril. Oh, well, at least it's that type of peril. 14. Well, if I fail this, I'm dead. And that's combat only. This is combat only. Well, normally I would not want to use Tsunami on a situation like this, but seeing how bad the situation is right now, oh, I will blast through that, of course, because I will have to use one of these. And that's not a bad roll. I just hope I get a decent roll with these mana dice. Yeah, all right. I think that actually works. Now, unfortunately, 13, 14. Because that's made exactly, so I need to put that into there. I don't think there's any way to... see, to reduce that. It's just saying there's... No, I don't have a way to get a 2 into there because I've got... What is this? 3 overkill on that one. So that means... Yeah, but that'll still only save me 1 set, which isn't enough to put anything up there. So I will have to end the encounter with this, because obviously I'm not going to risk consequences by putting anything up there. 6 mana for a Crushing Fist. How am I doing on skills so far? I think I've got 1 skill down, and my skill limit is currently 2 skills. And the other possibility is, I don't know, won't be very efficient doing that, so I think I will. Yeah, let's grab that as a skill and continue on. Maybe I can get something a little bit more friendly to my... Oh, good grief. Spend well, spend time for each skill that I use. Wonderful. But at least it's oh, 10 armor on agility. That is awful. Awful, but at least I've got sources of some agility here, so perhaps I will get something. I have a very, very strong mana skill set here. And actually, you see, if I spend 3, I can get 2 rolls there. If I spend 4, for 1 more, I can fix them at 4. So for 3, I had to be a little bit risky here. I could have a short thing. So I think I will enter here. Though I am going to have to still spend 1. I know these are all running out, but I'm getting... No, actually, I'm only halfway through the level. I'm halfway through the level. I'm already spending all my... Oh, good grief. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, good grief. Actually, what do I want to do here? Let's see. I've got the 3. We've got the 5. We don't have... You can put the 4 there. So we got 3, 4, 5, which I can fill in the blue. The 5 and 3, I've got the yellow covered. That means I need... Ooh. This is going to see, because I got 3, 4, 5. So I got 1, 2 left. All right. The 3, 4, 6 I need, the 4, 3, 3. I've got the 7, 8. I need a little bit more. So I can spend the 1 and 2. All right. Yeah, that's right. I spend that for the use I use. And I need to get the... All right. Let's see. See what I can do here. Well, that was bad. That was very bad. All right, so we need 3, 5. That 6 isn't going to do me any good. Maybe I should have taken the other option. Well, too late for that now. There is absolutely no way around it. I am going to have to spend that to take care of the shield. Then I can take care of that. I can take care of that. 6 on that. 3 on that. That leaves just that 4 there, and I have absolutely no way to fill that in that I can see. So I might as well move that up there so I could at least get something out of it. I completely forgot that on the last couple of encounters where, for example, that time where I was in that, against that log, and I completely was unable to fill in anything. I should have checked to see if I had anything up there I could fill it with. Obviously, I'm not quite used to this yet, so I'm making a couple of mistakes and not filling that in when I need to. But that ends the encounter, and I'm going to have to obviously do this for XP because I'm at my limits, I believe, for... Right, because I have 1 item and 2 skills, so I can't do that without leveling up. Let's see, what do I have here? This will cost me... looking at the card there, that's a 3 XP card. That's a 4 XP card. Static Burst is... Oh, actually, I already have that skill, so I couldn't even take it in if I wanted it. And then... So XP is the obvious answer on that. So I level up, I get that extra die. And I also, of course, get the black die that you get for reaching level 2, right? Yes, so let's then check this out and see what's next on here. Oh, good grief. Frost Elemental. Let's see. Before the encounter, spend 3 time. That will certainly run me out of time very, very quickly because we are about to run out on there. This is a very, very strong magic one. I need 11 for the swords, but I do have Crushing Fist that could actually come in handy for that. So I am going to enter and fight this thing. See if I can do it. Let's... one or two of these. Oh, let's try... I'm going to take one. See what I can do here. Can I get a decent roll? That's it. Yeah, that'll do. That's right, I forgot about the extra black die that you get there. Oh, look at that. 11 points just from that. Alright, that takes care of that little problem. 4. Let's see, we need 4, 5. Put that up there. We can... Okay, you can put something that's a little bit higher in there. All right, that's good to see. And the other possibility is getting a pair of 4s. Actually, let's take this off because I can actually get 2 4s by doing that. And I could increase that by 1. Good, because that gives me a 4, a 2, and a 2. And we can confront our friend here. You hit the mark. The fiend still follows you, but it seems reluctant. All right, good. And that... Oh, that's right. I get... Oh. Well, oh, okay. So that means I can get a 6 magic for that? Well, that actually allowed me to get through there unscathed. Okay, I forgot about the reward you get for the confrontation. So that's something I need to keep in track, is to time that. But right now I'm so near the end to it that I didn't think about that little thing. Now, the result of that, this means that the threat level is reduced to 1. And if encounters consequences includes... So we still have the 1 level item in there. But the limit on conversion there is no longer present. So let's then see what I get for this. Now skill is... Oh, that's right. I have leveled up. So that means I'm allowed 3 items and 3 skills. Ooh. Yes. I think I'll take that. And I should still be fine because that'll only give me 2 items and I have 2 skills. Because I'm going to be having to worry about that very soon. Alright. Well, making black dice uses 3 dice instead of 2. Well, I think it's good that I have the agility up now. And I've got the yellow. I'm going to need more on that, but I have my skills to help me with that matter. I think I'm all ready to... Yeah, why don't we go and try it? Let's enter the... What can all go wrong? I know 6 health can go wrong. And this is near the end, so I think I am going to use this last die here since it gets refreshed anyway. Alright, good. And let's see what I got here. I've got... well, currently, I can get that up to 8. 3, 4, 3, and 4. I'm going to need a little bit more punch if I'm going to get through there. What I'm doing... Oh, I have absolutely no mana that needs work on here, so I might as well use this to use the mana to use up all my skills is it, because I've got skills galore on here. Now let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, so that means I can do that, do that, do that. And we've got, I can easily do that. 6, 7, 8, 4. All right, there are no consequences left. I have all this left. Now, I don't know if the dice reset when you go to a new level, but we might as well experiment with that since we've got all this extra dice here that I really wasn't expecting to have here. Let's see. And in fact, I can get... Might as well... Oh, that's right. I could bump someone up by 1, so I can bump that one by up. So we could put a 4 here, 4 here, 2 here. I had this thing almost filled up. Perhaps I put too much on for this particular fight. So what do I get now? I've got, well, probably best is backstab. Now backstab isn't exactly a top item that I need, but of course, if I run to a monster that doesn't need any agility, then that could come in very handy for those scenarios. The other thing is to grab the item there for mana. I've already got plenty of mana, so I will take the skill. Now we're getting near the end of the level. Oh, one of these things. Ooh, do I decipher it or do I destroy it? Well, deciphering it is probably the easiest thing for me to do, so I will decipher it. Enter it. I don't have any spare black dice, but I've got plenty of blue dice and the normal black die. There we go. Oh yes, this needs to be placed first. Actually, we've got... See, what do you want? See, if I put this here, you have got to be kidding. Uh-huh. Well, it's not like I need to... Let's see what happens if I have this in this day. I think it's going to reset with me having absolutely no reward for it. But I want to see that as I enter on through this. So I will end this encounter, and I've got the stairs ready to descend as soon as I'm finished with it. And let's see, I've got 3 items and 3 skills. I've got my 3 skills already, so I might as well take the item. And there you go. It is time to descend. What will I find down there? And exactly what does happen to the fiend when I do descend? We'll find that out in the next episode of Pineleaf on Board.